This case raises questions about carrying concealed weapons laws and how you and officers handle those situations. 9 on your side's Tom McKee has been digging into the data and is live with what he's found out. Tom?
When a police officer stops you in Ohio and runs your plate, that should show if you have a carry concealed permit. But if that doesn't happen, the Ohio CCW manual makes it very clear in traffic stops and other law enforcement encounters, the permit holder shall declare that fact to the officer.
In Minnesota, the girlfriend of Philando Castle says he told officers he had a CCW permit. Former Cincinnati police officer, now council member Wendell Young, says if he was involved, his next move would have been pure common sense.
What you probably would tell that person is remain in your vehicle. You go back to yours, you call for backup. Then you make your approach. You've got somebody on the other side of the car who can see inside.
Ohio State Senator Cecil Thomas, also a former Cincinnati police officer, says that changes the intensity of the situation.
A heightened level of security still goes into effect. You got to be on a much higher alert, simply because now you know that you're walking up on a vehicle that an individual in that vehicle possibly armed.
Thomas says what follows next is a series of quick orders directed at the driver.
The officer's first command is to keep your hands where I can see them. Second command is to do not make any sudden moves. Third command then is to begin to approach as to why you made the stop.
The license and registration are then requested. Plus,
the moment you're aware that they're armed, you want to ask them, where is your weapon? You want them to tell you where it is. You want to position yourself so you can see the inside of the vehicle.
Again, the situation may be tense, but both Young and Thomas say the officer has to be aware of his surroundings and maintain control.
And I'd be very, very explicit about what I want that person to do. And I'd be very careful about how I dealt with that person. And if they're complying with what I asked them to do, there shouldn't be an issue there.
Now, Thomas told me he has a CCW permit and was stopped on his way to Columbus one time. The trooper that stopped him ran the plate, but it didn't show up that he has that permit. He says he's going to check with public safety officials to make sure that gap can be closed. Tom McKee, 9 on your side, live in Eden Park.